The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms. But the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now they're going to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
I'm going to pick that shit off.
Incomplete, a defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. getting set for first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive.
Y'all trying to block? 2.5 seconds?
Being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody.
Oh, that's probably a pick 6. Nobody in your way.
We check in with Kevin Connors.
Dog.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome.
Why you didn't just break it all the way to the outside with me, fullback?
Beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Leaves it with the back.
Bro, let him hit that hole.
Leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Ivory. Moving away from pressure. He's going to take off. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just it makes the defense communicate and see if you can just...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on
my God.
return to improve this field position. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his team.
Oh, he dropped it. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Ready to fire from the pistol. Going with the ground game left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass.
No, pick that shit, bro.
Make the connection on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third
Oh, what's up with these swats?
You worked on it all week. Get your feet set.
Drop picks, 3 swats.
Understand that quarterback's got to
Not
be
blowing
rushed.
us the game.
Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute that.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. That completion delivers a first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Look how he's throwing the ball. This is killing me. You couldn't put it over his head.
They're looking at a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They want to just keep throwing it. Pulls it in. It's Fowler. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Ivory. Oh, he wants it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. down Trojans. Reeled it in and just made the house call. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Chet. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On second down, just keeps firing.
Come on.
Oh, picked off.
Come on, man.
Bringing it back. He's at the 50. At the 30. 10.
That's what the fuck we do.
He's gonna take it all
That's
the
what the
way back.
fuck we do.
Touchdown, Southern Cal.
That's what we do. That's how you respond, man. That's how y'all respond, man.
This defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
That's how y'all respond, man.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45.
No fumbles. Crazy.
Got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock
You don't get that time. You're going to 5 out, you don't get that time.
Oftentimes, defenses see
You're going to have to make something quick.
That's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
You don't get that time. Put them on our route.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second. 2nd half. 2nd and 10. 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 2nd and No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw, it's Ivory. Trying to get to it.
Oh my God.
Pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate
Look at that.
a
That shit is wide open.
Their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the
Good though.
incompletion on
You
third,
can't block
just
Michael
punt it
Parsons.
away and let your defense eat.
Understand?
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, going to the air. Pressure coming. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
I had the out route. Not
That's a
gonna throw it.
gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Power football with the run. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. A 1st down run in the red zone. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw.
Oh, pick the ball.
Incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome. But this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Fowler. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Ivory. Throws to the tight
I thought I had him.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got some room
Then he runs into him.
inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
So he got in the middle.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. They're lining up
My
to
fault.
kick it off.
That was just rushing.
That defense will come
Trying to
out
squeeze it
feeling
in there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's tough. And he loses the ball deep in his
Bro,
own end.
this nigga just coughed the ball up.
Right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Then you just get beat on the same route.
Touchdown, Michigan.
That's what's up, bro.
They'll try to add
Here we
another
go.
to their lead. The extra point is good, and they have a
23-14.
lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity.
Just threw a
set
pick
up
six
great
and then
field
fumbled
position,
and he
they scored
scored.
quickly for the touchdown.
That's what's up, 80.
Fair catch called for and made.
Coughed it up on him.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him wide open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To throw, it's Ivory. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I don't know why I didn't just stick to that. Exploiting this shit.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10.
Still got a lot of time though, so we good.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they
Oh my God.
and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
A 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it.
Good shit.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
They made us fumble once. We give them again.
7-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown.
28 to 23.
And that one will give him the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself.
No, not the change of event.
Snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Well, we scored, got to stop, and just scored on the first play.
He'll call for the fair catch here.
He's so worried about spying and controlling the middle.
Offense in a
The whole
swing
deep
backfield.
open. Whole deep side open.
Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Look at that. Oh, my God.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I got a C grade on my first other one.
Just a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
Just need one more stop. One more stop to solidify this.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw.
I knew that's where they was going, too.
And they knock him down.
I knew where it was going. Because it was so bunched on that one side and it was buffed up over there. I knew exactly where it was going.
Practice now with the wide receiver group, and you can see it there. Sells like he's going outside, sticks his foot in the ground, angles to the middle of the field. Quarterback finds him for the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Catch in the middle. It's Cleescorn. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the ground to try to pick up the first.
Punch the ball out. Give me one punch out. Just one.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
The offense coughs it up.
Oh, my God. Then he fumbles. That's my fumble right there.
Rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Working
I'll go for the pick. Well, I'll go for the pick. Let's go for the tackle. He's throwing everything high. That's me. Everything high.
With the 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
No, come on.
Powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. So loud
Get them in the front
your fillings on 3rd and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity. Man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the
Come on, nigga.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close, punching in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Wants to pass. Looking to the end zone.
Give me that shit, nigga.
Snagged by the defense. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Quarterback checking off. Back to throw. It's Ivory. Getting some heat. Buys a little time with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win.
That was a tough-ass game right there.
Big moment that continues to build on week-to-week.
That was a tough-ass game.
And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's
Whew. That would have dropped our rank crazy. We would have lost to a 23 ranked team.